Today on the Ruiners, it's Dead Kids. Cool title, huh?
Dead Kids, aka Strange Behavior, is a 1981 sci-fi mystery slasher film by director Michael Laughlin, starring Michael Murphy, Louise Fletcher, and Dan Shor. It also holds the title of first horror film ever produced in New Zealand.
Hey Vic, if this movie was shot in New Zealand, how come everybody's pretending it's small-town America?
I know she'll love him.
Yeah, she'll love him.
This was a pretty fun movie, guys. You know, slashers aren't really my thing, and in 1981, the slasher craze was already in full effect. But Dead Kids really shines as its own independent thing, mixing classic Mad Scientist movie of the week themes with early 80s teen slasher, aesthetic. But it also throws a lot of personality and humor into the mix.
Animals. Except for young Timothy, of course. And there's an orgy there every single night. Let me tell you.
Yeah, right away, Dead Kids pulls us into its sleepy small-town world, while still giving us a whiff of the reeking corruption that hides between its crack.
Oh yeah, that guy right there is getting a whole face full of corruption. Don't wipe your face off with that, dummy. Are you trying to get MRSA?
So Dead Kids opens with a kid getting dead. See, there's the co-writer Bill Condon there playing the very first Dead Kid.
Man, I wish more screenwriters were willing to die for their movies.
And the killer is immediately revealed as another kid. Pretty unconventional for this kind of movie.
The plot is a little more complicated than what you'd expect. Somebody's going around stabbing freshmen to death.
A standard hazing tradition.
Meanwhile, the local college is dedicated to researching the controversial behavior modification techniques of a dead scientist.
Who may or may not have received his medical degree from Joseph Mengele.
He has his mother's genes. Kill your father.
The movie doesn't spend much time before tying the two events together. I'm not even sure you could call this a mystery because, even though the characters are in the dark about what's going on, there's very little the audience isn't shown.
What makes Dead Kids so appealing is how the events unfold through the personal lives of the main characters.
Yeah, the emphasis on the intimacy of small-town living raises the level of suspense.
You and Waldo weren't the best of friends, were you?
No, but
Nobody liked Waldo.
Yeah, nobody did.
Watching this movie, you feel like everyone knows each other. So when people die, it affects everyone. It drives the story instead of just using the murders as gruesome window dressing.
Fuck yeah!
I don't know about that, but I agree.
What? I thought we were all in agreement that this movie was a snooze fest. You heard him. Nobody gave a flaming duke for Waldo.
Try to make it in the hall, huh, Waldo?
Shut up.
Quit it, Waldo.
This movie had a happy ending, and therefore is bad. I have spoken.
Whatever, Vaps. Don't listen to him, guys. Tell us what you liked about the movie.
I like the college-educated chicken.
Ain't no chicken getting better grades than me.
Sonny, that chicken's been the recipient of unsolicited involuntary brain surgery.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Dead Kids has what you'd expect from the conventional slasher. Mass killers and teens engaging in generally wholesome extracurriculars. But Dead Kids keeps it fresh and colorful with its use of pseudo-scientific brainwashing hysterics.
Feel a little high. Am I supposed to feel a little high?
Yeah, even though the movie lets you know in the first 5 minutes who the killer is, you immediately forget that dork got turned into a scarecrow because, hey, who's this science lady? And why do I want to let her perform experimental surgery on me?
Now just relax, Pete. It'll be over in no time.
Oh man, it's those hair things. Oh man, those things they're so.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mrs. Parkinson was my favorite part. She's so cool and villainous.
The choice is yours, Mr. Brady. Either give him the gun or shoot him.
You didn't even need the big bad Dr. Lesage because Parkinson was so captivating. Great performance by Fiona Lewis.
But Freddy, Dr. Lesage is so fun.
Kill your father now.
I mean, I liked watching him die.
Kill your father!
Hey, did you guys know that Dr. Lesage was almost played by the great Klaus Kinski?
Wow, that would have been crazy, but maybe too much. The guy who ended up playing the part, Arthur Dignam, played the part with just the right amount of madness. He's less of a frothing maniac and more of an arrogant, amoral genius.
You're pathetic. Sleepy little town. You people know nothing. You know nothing about the real world.
All of those scenes with Dr. Lesage felt right out of the Twilight Zone.
Hey, so how can that guy be disguised as the elderly lab assistant if he sold his tibias to a high school science class? He's supposed to be in a wheelchair, right? Why'd they even bother burying his legs? Explain that.
I'm sorry, sir, that's restricted.
Well, maybe you just don't understand
I
science.
have a master's degree.
Dude, you're gonna get my hair all frizzy.
Did you like anything about this movie? Oh, great Lord Vapula?
Huh? Oh, let's see. I liked it when that beat kid started pissing blood. There was the stereotypical cocky detective from out of town.
Bits and pieces missing from all the other bodies. You know, a nice little ass here, a little tit.
I liked it when that fat girl sliced off that kid's gaming hand, so the whole town goes nuts and starts investigating every fat girl in town.
We're going to find the fat ones.
Yeah! Round them all up and put them behind fences.
Alright,
Sweet! Pig, pig, pig.
bippity boppity, shut the fuck up.
Oink, oink, oink. Oh, my gaming hand.
What did you like about Dead Kids, Vic?
Well, I really like the score by Tangerine Dream. It's understated and creepy. Like you said, Freddy, Dead Kids isn't too heavy on the gory special effects, but it succeeds in building a mysterious atmosphere, and the movie gets a lot of mileage out of the score's heavy, dreadful synth textures.
Speaking of music, guys, the dance party? Right? Pretty cool. Almost makes me wish I still had arms and feet.
You think if I asked Lily Munster to dance, she'd...
Probably not. Say, Freddy, you think all that dance party stuff and the old music was also inspired by the crazy teen popcorn flicks of the 60s?
Sure, so much retro. Even the costumes.
I'm not wearing any underwear.
Oh, yeah.
Such a fun movie. For some reason, Dead Kids was quickly forgotten. Maybe because it strayed too far from popular conventions. But I think now's a good time to give this movie a second look.
Oh yeah, it's oozing with charm.
Get that thing cranked all the way up.
Look, John, if you want that any colder, you're going to have to buy a new one.
Jesus, Don, I was just asking.
What do you know about charm? I'll give you the oozing part.
Oh yeah, real familiar with oozing.
Yeah, but charm? No way.
A plot like this can easily get too contrived or hokey, but this movie ties everything together so well.
Wait a minute, I'd like to know a little more about what's going on before you start.
You guys know how easily confused I am.
Huh?
What? But I was able to follow along with the plot just fine. I mean, I think.
Yeah, explain the leg bones.
Well.
Oh wait, you can't. How did Parkinson know to program Pete to come to the college at exactly 9 p.m. to murder his own father? How come that kid's asking for a Coke and a pinball game?
A Coke and a pinball game.
They're both right behind him. Is it possible to have a Coke and a pinball game at the same time without your gaming hands? Can you even tell me why Dr. LaSausage was making all them kids kill each other in the first place?
Well, it was to prove his theories on dead kids.
Oink, oink, oink.
Hey, relax. No need to grill it, kid.
Oh, grill you all.
Of course, I could tell right away where the story was headed.
Yeah, you reminded us of that quite a few times while we were watching.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
You know, you're making me really nervous.
All the actors took their roles seriously.
Oh, it's probably you never had dinner with a gourmet shrimp before.
No.
Even the ADR mayor.
That's it. 4 people killed in this town, and that's all you know?
Maybe they dubbed all the mayor's lines because he sounded too Kiwi?
I know, John. I'm sorry. I just buried my boy.
It's not perfect, but I can forgive him for it. It's too bad they had to fake the American setting. Since it was the first horror movie produced in New Zealand, why not keep the whole thing Kiwi?
Well, both director Michael Laughlin and writer Bill Condon were corn-fed Midwesterners, and most of the actors were American. Technically, this was a joint production between the Yanks, the Limeys, and the Kiwis, so I don't know what kind of zoo that makes.
Maybe those little culture quirks ultimately add to the subliminal weirdness.
Question tonight on Talkathon: what will you do if the big bomb hits Chicago tomorrow?
Intercontinental influences aside, I'd call Dead Kids a valiant first effort for New Zealand horror.
And it paved the way for a whole new industry history of great New Zealand genre films.
Director Michael Laughlin wanted to do a trilogy of horror films. Dead Kid's original title was Strange Behavior, and Laughlin followed it up with the sci-fi alien takeover movie, Strange Invaders. But sadly, it underperformed at the box office, and a third film was never made.
Did you guys know the authorities in the UK went around confiscating this movie during that whole video nasties business?
What?
Really? This movie?
Silly, huh? Anyway, we haven't seen Strange Invaders yet, but I'm sure we've got a copy of it lying around here somewhere. After watching Dead Kids, I'm quite interested to see it.
Yeah, same director/writer, a few of the same actors from Dead Kids like Louise Fletcher, Dan Shor, and Fiona Lewis. Old favorites like June Lockhart and Ken Toby.
Dude, Wallace Shawn is in this movie.
Ooh, cool.
And he gets zapped with space lightning? Okay, I'm finding this movie, look out.
I'm sure we'll see it eventually. Anyway, it's rating time, guys. I think I'd give Dead Kids a good 4 out of 5 diapers.
2.9 diapers. Sappy, crappy ending. Not enough blood pee.
The Tor Johnson mask alone deserves 5 diapers.
Our ratings mean nothing.
And I also give this movie 4 out of 5 diapers, giving Dead Kids a Ruiner's Metascore of, let's round it up to 4. A refreshing take on the old sci-fi and slasher conventions. More creepy and mysterious than gory. Check this one out the next time you're in the mood for a slow burn with charisma.
Well, Jerry Hendricks, I may blush.
Or if you just want to watch a weird movie with somebody who can't handle that much slashing.
Would you like to look at the wounds on Waldo?
Nobody liked Waldo. Yeah, nobody did.
You talking about me?
No.
'Cause I mean, I got no problem with slashing. I'm very comfortable around sharp objects. Have at you.
Sure, Freddy. We know that. Sonny didn't mean anything by it.
I didn't, perhaps.
Well, okay. Just don't get it twisted, guys. I have no problem with gratuitous gore.
Does that mean we can watch something really gross for the next review?
Yeah, Dead Kids didn't really fully deliver on the title. I gotta watch something young die. Right now. So you better put on something that splatters before I fill this room with puppies and start clog dancing.
I've got the mop.
Dude.
Whoa, man.
What? I thought he was a sheepdog. And when I see dog, I am compelled to clog.